Hey guys, welcome back to another custom ROM review for Redmi Note 8. This time we have HyperOS 2.2, which is based on Android 15, and I have been using this ROM about 2 weeks now. It is working, but it has a lot of issues. So details, info and specs, and as you can see here, it is based on Android 15. The security patch level is 1st January 2026, so few months old. The specs of the device you can see here. The version we are using here is HyperOS 2.0.215.0, and I have already logged into my Xiaomi account here. So the UI is pretty much similar to all other HyperOS devices. So control panel, as you can see here, the animations and everything there, but obviously pretty slow. And I have already disabled all the animation, but still you do get few animations here and there, not completely disabled. So Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, VoLTE VoWiFi, everything seems to be working perfectly fine in my uses. I haven't faced any issue regarding this thing. And if you go here, more connectivity setting, you do get other options like cast, printing, and few other things. So portable hotspot, and we can turn it on, but we can't share our Wi-Fi data. Whenever you turn on your hotspot, it will disable the Wi-Fi. And we do get interconnectivity setting, and in my testing this actually working perfectly fine. So I tried clipboard feature, which was working, and other features like call sync and all those things will work. Obviously they will be a little bit slower side, but they're going to work perfectly fine. Here you do get Xiaomi Hyper AI, so AI app boost like AI writing, AI translate conversation, AI interpreter. So these things are not available, but the ROM is ported from Chinese ROM, so all the options are there. Personalization option, like all the theme and everything you are getting here. So AOD option is available, but obviously this device got LCD panel and the feature is not really that useful, but it is working though. So if I turn off the screen, so AOD is working well, and you can actually customize it up to your liking. You do get few options here. Wallpaper you can change, there are a lot of them. Also you do get AI dynamic wallpapers, Xiaomi super wallpapers also available. Themes, so obviously you do get the default themes and other themes. So Chinese themes are here, you can download them. Icons, you can make it bigger or smaller. And also dock customization, you do get few things here, like you can enable the dock like Apple devices, and you can customize the dock. Fonts, so we do get few fonts option here, but mostly you need to download them if you want. But on the store you are going to get mostly Chinese fonts. So that's it, what you are getting in terms of customization. Lock screen, so raise to awake feature is available. Double tap to turn off the screen available, but you can't really double tap to turn on the screen, that is not available. And here you do get few other options, notification and status bar. So here you do get few options. Battery indicator, you can change it. Don't show icon levels and few other things. Home screen, so enhance blur, there are a lot of options actually in the home screen section. So animation speed, app vault, home screen app drawer, home screen search, and here you do get few other options. So you can customize actually the home screen up to your liking. Display and brightness, so adaptive brightness is working well. Advanced texture feature is available. Color scheme, reading mode, refresh rate, obviously not going to work. Display resolution not going to work. And font settings, sound and touch, so working well. You do get few options here, but no Dolby Atmos option. And here you do get a touch option where you can choose the haptic feedback, but it does not really work that well. Face data and screen lock, so unfortunately we are not getting fingerprint support here, so fingerprint not going to work. But we do get face unlock, which is working, but it's kind of slow. So let me try now. So as you can see here, it is working, but it takes time, so it's kind of slow, so not really that much useful. So we do get other options like privacy and security, and in the app section we get app log, dual apps, as usual things. Battery, so the battery backup is quite good. it does last pretty long. Fast charging is also working, and we do get few options here like charging options, where charging mode you can standard or top speed if you want, or smart charging. These options are available. Additional features and battery protection, so cycle count and everything you can see here, although they are not really correct, but they are there. And we do get few other options like help device users and obviously Google. And in the additional settings we get gesture shortcuts, quick ball, clear speaker, screen recorder, memory extension, key space, LED light. So these are the default HyperOS things actually. So in terms of application, Google application is there. So we do get Play Store and few other things. And the camera application we are getting here is Leica camera, which is not really that good actually. It does work, but I don't really find it that much useful. So as you can see here, it is working, but we don't really get ultra wide lens support, so you don't get that. But video recording working well, and also the pictures you can take, and you can change mode actually. You can choose like a vibrant or authentic. So as you can see here, it just froze. Now it's okay, and like authentic. So the camera application isn't really optimized well. You can use secure camera application from Graphene OS. So this camera application does work perfectly fine, so you can use that. And also if you want, you can install Gcam here, going to work perfectly fine. And in terms of Google Photos, fortunately we are getting unlimited storage here. So unlimited storage is available, which is kind of unique to get on a custom UI. Usually we get it in AOSP based ROM, not in a custom UI, but you do get here. And if we try the Magic Editor is not going to work. So action, Magic Eraser, and if we try, it's not going to work actually, nothing. So Magic Editor does not work. One thing which is quite surprising is we are getting SafetyNet support. That means bank apps and payment application going to work. So if you want to use bank apps on this ROM, you can do that. So as you can see here, Play Protect certification, device is certified. So you do get application called HyperOS Toolbox, and it has few options here. So this is the application which actually certifying your device to run bank application and everything. So as you can see, interrogative fix, spoof app, and other things are available here. Also you do get reboot option. You can directly reboot to recovery or bootloader from here. In terms of phone call, so as I said, VoLTE VoWiFi working perfectly fine, and also call recording and video call option is available, so no issue in terms of those things. And as a Android 15 based ROM or HyperOS ROM, you do get circle to search, but it's pretty slow. So as you can see here, it is taking pretty long to activate, but it is working. So it is working well. And on the home screen, you do get few options like dock or folder size. So you can choose folder size, XXL or regular or whatever. So there are those options available, and that's it what you are getting here. And lastly, in terms of gaming, so as usual, I did play Call of Duty on this ROM. The gaming performance was not really that good, mainly because the ROM is pretty heavy. It is not really optimized well. So if you are a gamer, definitely don't try this ROM. Even if you are a regular user, still this ROM is not for you, because this ROM feels really slow, as you can see here. Like, it's quite frustrating. If you are coming from any of the AOSP based ROM, you will feel like you are using different phone than Redmi Note 8. So I would say don't try this if this is your primary device. But if this is not your primary device, if you want to explore HyperOS 2.2, you can flash this ROM and try out yourself. So the ROM link will be in the description below. That's all about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.